Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was ready up when I heard you start to play. Can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind, with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age and I'm hardly a man. How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I'm my loyal follower. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah. How fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. Maybe it is a really nice tune though. Cheerful, yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favourite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it takes to use a staff station. You're probably right. I guess my problem is that if I don't want to do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All of your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff, like reading and music. No girl's going to be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. Enough about my hobbies for now. For your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe that when I stop fighting beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay, my way. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. People say kids who eat and sleep grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat. Don't forget to pour that energy into your work too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right, I'll be around. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a little kid either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning. In other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch, see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful there won't be long till I pass you too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of. Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please tell me you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not you've mastered the skills we've been learning and training. Don't you remember Shara saying that if we failed we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap, totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it, I'm sure we'll manage somehow or another. I honestly don't know how you've survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Papa is sad. How could any child mind end up with such a careless... You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Cher's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scared she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular like to eat, Dad? A Rouen-style scallop fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce. What's that? I think that's a lot more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle, or our stomachs. You're right, I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelette. No need for anything fancy, but do try and make something edible. How good. Actually, I do have one favour task before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a couple of the Liberal News from the general goods store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it, one copy for the Liberal News from the general goods store. Received 500 mira. Oh, monies. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. That means no wasteful spending. Yay! I'll need that. Okay, we're heading now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Scheherazade my regards. Oh, there we go. Okay then. Status. Stale. March. Joshua. So we need to get some equipment home soon, hopefully. So just I don't think there's really anything used there. No. Well, go down this way. Elise Highway. To the town. There we go. Forgot about that. North Roland, south Garund Gate. I don't think we're good in here yet. We'll double check. Bad house. Find. Looks like we made good time. Not too early, not too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is the last day of training. Truth be told, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Sheriff. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Sheriff at the Bracer Guild over there then. Oh, General Goods Score. Have you got the paper in, mister? Good morning, Mr. Rion. Hello there, Estelle. I'm Joshua. You're up rather early today. Did you come here to buy a new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Strigas. Unbelievable. You already forgotten why we came in here to begin with. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad, right? Haha, of course. Haha, you've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid that the new Strigas aren't out yet. And if you're after the latest issue of the Liberal News, though, I should have them in around noon. Noon, huh? That's right in the middle of our training at the Guild House. We'll stop by again after our training is over. Sure, I'll be waiting for you. What's up here? Hello. Oh, that was... Should probably just go to skill test. I doubt there's going to be anything really here. We are here. Horrible factory. Hold on. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Aina. Good morning. Is Sherry here already? Yes, she's waiting for you up the stairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. Doctor. The Star and the Hanged Man. The Hermit and the Magician. Last of all, interversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Sheriff. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Figured it's the last day of training, so I figured why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm. I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of just letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. Wow, Joshua, Shera's picking on me. Don't worry, Shera. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rational and is over-naive and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything. Her instincts are sharp, and I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use Norman with some practice eventually. Probably. There's not much I can do except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all of your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shera, what are you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading on what might happen in the near future. Fortunately, I don't seem to be in the right mindset to interpret the cards properly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. That's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge the bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. About armaments. That's all reading. Orbits are mechanical devices which operate using what is known as orbital energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or porous septium installed. Though it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons. In connection to this technological reform is currently known as orbital revolution. Bracers. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, escorting people and goods. Bracer Guild has established branches across the continent and manages the affairs of bracers in each region. Liberal Kingdom, that's where we are. The Kingdom of Liberal, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent and abounds with natural and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop armaments. Armament technology has been a key pillar of support in Liberal, protecting its independence, and has contended with its neighbouring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Yeah, well. Let's see, we've got a mountain of stuff to do today. I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. Speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara? How's today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, it means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have you do everything, both of you run through everything as if you were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go and make physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. I don't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on then, shall we? Let's have at it. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. But before that, there is something that we need to give the both of you. Aina, are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two, get one for each of yourselves. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Received a bracer notebook. Bracer notebooks serve as the official way to record the stats for your current job. So anything you may hear or anything that you may find and where, These kind of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain. Oh? Please tell me that was my ears playing tricks me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of the event is important and duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over the door, you can see a bulletin board standing there. Training retrieval terminal. This training will involve searching for the sewers beneath Roland and bringing back the contents of a chest. She searched hard for details. Oh. Base on notebook can be found by putting the books tabs on the items menu. Very good. Very good. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions of our bracers performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which may need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duties is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of useful, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Ah, is that so? Had a change of heart, have you? Well, I think that's not right. You betcha. Be sure that motivation sneaks off somewhere. Let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? Be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's bulb factory and learning how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. Here is where you will learn how to use an Emblem factory services. And at an Orbital factory, you can modify your orbments and synthesize support quartz in order to use Orbital arts. Arts have a wide range of effects and, if mastered, can be extremely helpful. Bracer business is a risky occupation, so the guild has a long-term standing relationship with these Orbital factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. No problem, I'll leave everything to me. So what would you like to know about? Oh, that's a lot. Orbments. Okay. Orbments are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means lights, airship engines, and so on are also types of orbments. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle orbments, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Since each orbment is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them may vary. At any rate, that is the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at an Orbital factory like this. It may take a fair amount of sepith too. EP, which is named for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. So that is what you would like to know about. Alright, yep. Orbital arts. Simply put, Orbital arts are magic which can be discharged exclusively through the use of battle orbments. In other words, a number of peculiar effects can be produced by using the orbital energy stored within these mechanical devices. Since orbital arts can be a mouthful, they are almost universally referred to as arts. Probably ought to have called them that from the get-go. There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, their corresponding quartz must first be synthesized at an orbital factory. Orbments are also set up so that once a particular quartz has been installed to a slot, the owner will be able to use those arts. The type of arts one can use also changes depending on the elemental value and the combination of the installed quartz. Basically, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is to install a quartz with water elemental value. In reality, orbments are much more complex than what I have described, but this information should suffice for now. So, quartz. Quartz are circuits made from sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities, while simultaneously making it possible for them to use arts. However, you will not be able to harness any of these effects until quartz has been installed into a slot. However, there are also fixed slots which may only a certain type of elemental quartz can be installed. That being the case, when you synthesize new quartz, be sure to check your orbment and decide where you will be installing it ahead of time. So what would you like to know? And sepith. Last one. Sepith are fragments of septium which are dropped by monsters. They are divided into 7 types: earth, brown, water, blue, fire, red, wind, green, time, black, space, gold, mirage, silver. Sepith can be exchanged for mirror almost anywhere, but at the Orbital factory can be used to synthesize quartz and open orbit slots, in which to install the synthesized quartz. And there we go. Looks like Mr. Melders has answered all of your questions. If there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need some sepith. Yay! With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular ornaments. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is fine, but for you, just has to be time elemental quartz. Normally at a shop you would exchange sepith for Mora. For Mira. Too much Genshin. Far too much Genshin. But for this training, well, upon approaching the counter talk tutorial, hey there, looks like you two are doing well in your training. Would you like to, if you would like to modify... Oh. Nice. Ornamental. Tier. Aquablind. So that gives us two things. So we'll put that on harder now. And you can only include that one, so... Hey. Oof. Well... Sure is a lot. We'll look at that later. Training. We'll look at that later. That's too much. Reading. For now. So you finished installing your quartz, have you? Since you both have recovery and attack cards set up, it seems you won't need any more instruction from me about how to do this task. Balance your hours out between each other, like you've done here, should make dealing with monsters easier. Additionally, your bracer notebooks contain information about which quartz allow you to use which hours. If you'd like to use more powerful hours, check out the arts and quartz charts in your bracer notebooks and find something that works for you. Alright, our training here is almost finished. Last of all, I'm going to have one of you open a new slot. And the more slots you have available to you, the broader range of choices you'll have. Since AP is consumed by using arts, you can have its max value by opening up slots. It would be a good idea to open them up early on. I want you to use the sepith and open a slot on each of your ornaments. Nice. I'll give her some fire. Since your center sounds normal. The qualification test. Pardon? Did you just say test? You honestly can't tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning? Ah, ha 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 ha. Now you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. I see you, it's okay. I know. What is it? What is it? What you want? What you want? No, don't do that. Come on. Not the nice sweetheart. See you in a bit. No. I see you. Right, sorry about that. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for... How about a little less yapping and a little more walking? Wee. Joshua, help me. Now that you mention it. Oh, don't mention it, and good luck with that test of yours. We'll be rooting for you. I'm going to remember you left me high and dry like this, Joshua. Well, your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here. Expect you both to use what you've learned up to this point. Understood. What's wrong, Estelle? Shara? What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassie strap you on your head as a child or something? You just read what said in a bulletin board not that long ago, right? And even made you jot down what it said, what you read in your basic notebooks, unless you forgot that too. Pretty sure job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. What a relief. Oh, divine Adios, I give thee thanks for thy infinite grace in bestowing us the wonderful gifts as sewers. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test. No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the herbal factory. I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed. I'm starting to wonder if we'll ever be able to graduate. What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's... How about the both of you try to at least look a little anxious. Just so you know though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. Is he lying down? It's fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and then let us loose. Well, if you're so confident, how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with results of your test? Anyway, as you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be search conducted in roller sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest, which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. I know. Is that right? You're telling me a story. You don't tell Sanya stories. You're just a dafty. If you don't want to be in the room, then don't walk in and leave the door wide open. No. What are you doing? You're not getting anything. I see you. I know. I know. What is that? What you want? Right. Okay, however, there are real, living, breathing monsters down there. So if you get careless and let down your guard, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. Tear bomb ×3. Monster Guide. What's this book for? It's called a Monster Guide. It's used to record information about monsters and other opponents you meet. However, you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it here. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He controls the flow of information, controls the tide of battle, right? It's exactly what I'm saying. You've got a good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Shara. We'll put it to good use. Come on. I see you. Will you stop that? No. Come on. I see you. Ashley, you go get her. Big kiddo. Let's. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure we treat it as such. Okay, let's go. Hey. There appears to be a recovery point set up over here. Let's use it for HP and EV become low before engaging in any further battles. The ornament changing stations are recovery points set up in dangerous areas. Monsters at 12 o'clock. Got it. Let's go, go, go. Yep. Trails in the sky. Monsters cannot be seen from far away. Conditions made the start of battle. Yeah. Not have much change here. Do. Battle order. And we'll move over to here. These enemies don't fight back. No, this is not my first Trails game, no. I've played Cold Steel, the first one on my PlayStation.
Alright, we're good to go.
And I started this game like last year at some point. I played the beginning of this game, but I've made it to the end of the Cold Steel 1. So I know basically the main battle stuff. Yep, arts effect. I do. Yep. Doesn't really have much of a preference. Support attack. We'll just attack me now. Piece of cake. Yay! Crisp onion. Since crafts have other healing effects besides just dealing out damage, they're worth a shot. And now we've got the craft tutorial. Using crafts consumes CP. Yep. Do. Dual strike. I usually tend not to use too many crafts in battle, especially on cold steel. I usually leave that to build up for a while. Oh, can't do that.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Is he whining? You behave. I can hear you. I know. Honestly. Ooh, chest. Reviving bomb. I do know that this game has funny text. The chest is empty because of you. Nice work, hero. Pretty sure the majority of chests in this game have subtext afterwards, which is fun. There's nothing wrong here. Come on. Another creepy thing. I wish there were an easier way to take care of them. One blow using an S-craft or an S-break should do the trick for just about any enemy. The catch is our CP has to be at least 100 to pull one of these off. Yeah. Yeah. You talking? Yes, I'm aware of that. Okay. We'll do that. He's all over there. Boom! Bit of a waste on these enemies, but whatever. We'll kill this one. And then over there. Alright. Yep, we're good to go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And the last one. If you made it this far, the rest's gonna be a piece of cake. Seems like we've got a little breathing room at least. Let's pay close attention to the battle order this time. Should be a number of ways to get mileage out of our actions. Yeah. Oh, 10 HP. Yeah. Uh-huh. Didn't really need that, but thank you. Dun, dun, dun. Do, 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 do. That one's really just procrastinating. He sits all the way up the back, making me chase him. Do-ba-do-ba-do.
Alright, we're good to go.
Got juicy bone. Oh, sounds like stuff. Small box times 2. That's weird. There's a couple of boxes inside the treasure chest. In fact, there's not one, there's 2. Interesting too. Wonder what's inside. Remember, Estelle, our mission is to search and retrieve only. Pretty sure looking inside those boxes doesn't fall under our mission objective. You're no fun at all, Joshua. This has nothing to do with our mission. It's what I like to call good, honest curiosity. You know, we're the only ones down here. We can get away with a teensy-weensy peek, right? If you feel like flunking today's test, then by all means be my guest. Did you just say the F word? Yep. Opening one of those boxes could result in an automatic fail for the both of us. If this were a real job, the contents of those boxes would belong to the client. As long as they were nothing illegal, we would have no right to open them. You're right, Joshua. I just can't help myself. If you absolutely have to know what's inside, then why not ask Miss Shera when we get back? But for now, we need to focus on getting out of here. Alright, alright. By looking inside this chest again, you flunk. Just... Good work, you two. As a rule of training, I'm going to need to confirm the items in your possession. Hand it over. Yep, these are the real deal, alright? I don't see any evidence of tampering either. That was a close one. Figured she'd try and set us up like that. Congratulations on the both of you. You have successfully passed your qualification test. Didn't really think it'd be something that small would be a problem for us, did you? So, Shera, what's in those boxes you had us get? That's for me to know and you to find out after your training is finished. That's enough chit-chat for now. Let's go back to work. You two still have things left to do. Seriously? Didn't you just say we passed the test? You still have to learn how to report the results of your work. We're both tired, but there's no time to shirk your duties. Let's go back to the guild. When is this day going to be over? Oh well, no sense in giving up when the finish line is in sight. Agreed. Seems like we're within... Oh, there we go. Teleporting. First training is how to report to the guild. Whenever you finish a job, it is your duty to report the results of your work to the guild. Reporting how you resolved the situation and the steps you took to get there are all part of your job as a bracer. You can report your results at the front desk of each guild branch. You should already know by now I'm not in charge here at the rolling branch. Hold on a second. Would you like me to open the door for you? You would like me to open the door for him. Imagine that. You would leave. Come on. Come on. Let's go. You just don't have time to do the whole way, isn't it? He'll come back in later. We'll go back in there. That was what we finished. Now that we're here, why don't you both go ahead and report the results of today's training? Payment received. No, current rank is Junior Bracer, 9th class. Good job, you two. You seem to be able to complete your objective without running into many problems. You see an increase or decrease in the amount of pay you receive. When you report the results of your work to the guild, pay in the form of Mira isn't the only thing you will receive. You will also accumulate points, which are known as BP. Bracer points. BP are an indication of your achievements as a bracer. When these points exceed a certain value, you will advance in rank as a bracer and be awarded with a piece of special equipment by the guild. The ranks of Junior Bracer start at 9. The amount you will receive will also be recorded in your bracer notebooks, so please have a look sometime later on. All that's left to do now is finalize your training. Let's head back upstairs, shall we? I'll talk to you later, Aina. I'm sorry about putting more work on your plate than usual today. Don't worry about it. Training new bracers is important for the future of the guild. I fully intend to work these two to the bone in any case. To the bone. And knowing Shara, it'll involve the bit. Let's just say again, good work you two. You have officially completed the entire training course. From now on, you will be learning from your own real-world experience. Well then. Sherazard holds out two small boxes. Aren't those the ones? In answer to your question, yes, these are the boxes you retrieved during the test. You seem awfully curious to find out what's inside, Estelle. It's okay. Are you saying it's okay if we open them? That's right. Why don't the both of you have a look and see what's inside? Sweet. Alright, let's have a look. Junior Bracer Emblem. This crest is, so that means you. Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright. Beginning this day at 1500 hours, you are both hereby appointed as junior bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you will work as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace, and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two, and welcome to the fold. Did you hear that, Joshua? We've become members of the Bracer Guild. So I'm a bracer now, huh? I think the realization is only beginning to sink in. Come on, Joshua. You should be jumping for joy. Or running around screaming at the top of your lungs like this. Look at us now, world. We did it. I was happy until you made my eardrums bleed. I hate to interrupt the celebrations, Estelle, but I need to take off now. I have bound bagged up work that needs my immediate attention. We understand you've been spending a lot of extra hours with us during this busy time for the guild. Before you head out, Shara, I just want to say thanks. Likewise, I appreciate all the trouble you've gone through for us, Shara. Don't mention it. Training new recruits is one of Bracer's many duties. Believe it or not, I was watching your shows a long time ago when your father Cassius trained me. So that's why you have so much respect for my dad, huh? There's a lot more to it than that, but I'll save that conversation for another day. As for the both of you, work hard to become full-fledged Blazers early on, so you can help guide those new recruits who come after you yourselves. And in time, I hope you both become respectable Blazers like your father. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. I just don't get it. Get what? This is Sherazad, aka the Silver Shriek, one of the most skilled young racers we're talking about. So why is it that she holds Dad in such high esteem? He's just nothing more than a no good middle-aged man who's always out doing who knows what instead of being a father. A no good middle-aged man, huh? From you, Point, it doesn't come to us as surprise as you would see him in that fashion. Huh? Never mind. Let's hurry and head home. We should let Dad know we're qualified as junior bracers. Right. Yeah. Hurry up and come on. Wait for me, look. Huh? Oh, it's used to. Oh, great, it's Estelle. Hi there, Joshua. Okay, you twerp. What's with the... Oh, great, it's Estelle remark. And what's the big hurry? How about telling us where you're headed? You're not thinking about wandering out of town alone, are you? Those roads are full of monsters, I hope you know. Sammy, it's almost 3. You're such a pest, Estelle. Don't you know there's no room for girls to be sticking their big fat noses into boys' business? Quit acting like you're a bracer you want to be. How wrong you are, look. You're more wrong than a fool who thinks he's better. There's better tasting milk on the barrel than the milk that comes from Percival Farm. What? No way. You're full of it, Estelle. In fact, just a few minutes ago, we qualified to become real bracers. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Real bracers. More like bracers in training, really. Don't think you should be getting on your high horse yet, Estelle. Now a high pony, on the other hand. Quit being a killjoy. Wow, you two are great. So happy for both of you. Oh, Pat, you're such a good little boy. Like that smart aleck cynical bright friend. This isn't fair, I was supposed to become a bracer first. Except that Joshua became a bracer before me. What's with the likes of Estelle supposed to mean? For 16-year-olds get it, only mature people allowed. That means no little kids who are still going to Sunday school. School is dying to have you back. You better watch out, Estelle. I'm going to train at my secret base, and before you know it, I'll be a bracer too. Come on, Pat, let's go. Alright, I'm coming. See you later, Estelle. Bye, Joshua. Rather, I think it's the exact opposite. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it, it's a boy thing. At any rate, what do you think? Well, somehow makes me a bit curious. I know exactly what you mean. A secret base sounds really intriguing. The pure heart of a young child can be so inspiring at times. It's not what I meant by curious. Hello. I'm wrong, but today is the last day of your training, isn't it? Seem to remember you saying something about it last time, and I had you run the store. Yes, that's right. So how did your training go? That emblem on your chest means I shouldn't have expected anything less from Cassius's kids. But we're still bracers and in training. I see, but, well, I knew you were going to have to give up your part-time job here sooner or later. Yes, really sorry about that. Don't sweat it, I knew it'd happen eventually when I hired you on. It's just the same though. There's hardly anyone out there with a good eye for weapons like as you. But that's the path you've chosen, isn't it? So get out there and show us what you're made of. I guess look at you. Okay. I can buy one weapon. Just the one. Oh, lovely. Hold on, what's this? Hey, Matthew. And harmonicas play. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yep, yep. Okay. For some reason it says I'm not live. Whatever. Hopefully that fixes itself somehow. So, this way. Roland Bracer Guild. General goods store. Get that paper for Dad. We bet we did. Hyper Bracer Estelle. By the way, Mr. Renon, little bit of news come on in. Don't brush me off like that, you two. Oh well, we'll take one copy then. That comes to 100 meter, please. I know, my dad always buys a copy of this magazine. But does it really sell that well? It sure does. La Belle News has excellent reporter and cameraman. Who have done a great job reporting the latest and most reliable news. You're supposed to have a running story related to Queen Alicia's birthday celebration. One more thing before you go, the gift. A gift of my way of saying congratulations. It's a free sample item I received with my shipment of goods, but don't hold the free part against me. It's a recipe book, isn't it? You got it. When you get hurt fighting, or if you just limit yourself to healing bombs all the time, it's going to cut pretty deep into your wallets. This is where the recipe book comes into play. If you eat food and recover your strength instead, it's basically free. Assumingly you have all the ingredients anyway, so if you want to eat something new, write down what's in it, and you'll have lots of recipes in no time. So how about we try this out? Go ahead and eat this cookie, Estelle. Maple cookie. Well, I made a professional rule never to turn down sweets. Basically, all you have to do is eat the food to learn the recipe. It's as simple as that. As you're travelling about, you should eat whatever food you come across so you haven't had the opportunity to try before. It's not like I don't like cooking or all. I'd love to be able to increase my repertoire and really shock my dad's taste buds for once in my life. That's the spirit. In passing, and if you're in need of ingredients, I'd be delighted to service your cooking needs. You really know how to solicit your customers, Mr. Reno. Thank you for your recipe book. We'll put it to good use. Eating the recommended dish at restaurants or using to-go meals adds the recipe to the recipe book. By selecting the recipe book, all earned recipes will be displayed. Nice. Do, 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 do. Fairy Kingdom must be back. I'll probably buy him a weapon as well, actually. Ew. Pick up that. Oops. Only 50. Oh well. Let's go. Estelle, Joshua, I'm glad I found you two. Oh, hi, Ina. Is something wrong? You seem to be in quite a hurry. We've got a bit of a problem. Is your father at home today? Yes, he is, but he said something about having to sort out a bunch of documents. But what's going on? You know Luke and Pat, right? Sure we do. In fact, we saw them not that long ago. What's wrong? Are they in some sort of trouble? I don't know how to say this, but I heard from Uni that Luke and Pat ran off to the tower that lies on the northern outskirts of Roland. You mean the Tower of Esmeraldas? Isn't that place supposed to be a breeding ground for monsters? That's what they say. Fortunately, at the moment, Sherazade is out on other brazier business, so I want to ask your father to bring the boys home safely. Oh. Hello. Hey, Adam. Thanks for the follow. It's Wilkie. See you later. Don't know if that's such a good idea, but the two of you only just qualified to be junior bracers today. With all due respect, I believe Estelle's judgment is correct in this situation. The two of us heard we may be able to catch up with the boys before they reach the tower. I understand. I will take responsibility for whatever happens. As an emergency request from the Bracer Guild, I ask that you lose no time in bringing safe return of these children. Roger that. Understood. The Esmeraldas Tower can be reached by taking the western path along the Malga Trail. Do. You can get onto the Malga Trail through Roland's west side gate. Nothing else. I'll be on standby in the guild, so if you run into any trouble, you know where to find me. Our first real job. Come on, Joshua, we don't have any time to lose. I'm right behind you. Oh dear. Hey, Bracer Guild. So I think now is the good enough place to leave off for today. And thank you for coming over. This has been Trails in the Sky. So far, so good. In the next stream, we'll be going. Well, the next Trails in the Sky stream, we'll be going over to the tower and rescuing the children. The next stream on this channel should be on Wednesday with Final Fantasy XIV. So be sure to tune into that, and I will see you later. This is Danni Giraffi signing off. Bye bye.